I simply do not see a scenario where Tom Brady goes back to the New England Patriots next season. I just don't see it happening. There have been multiple reports in the last couple weeks. We're going to go through each of them. The first thing that was reported is the report that the initial talks between Bill Belichick, who makes decisions related to football in New England, and Tom Brady did not go well. Then the next thing that was reported was that the Patriots offered Tom Brady a 1-year deal worth actually even less money than he made last year. And then it came out just recently that Tom Brady wants two things from whatever team he plays for in 2020. Number one, he wants some control over the roster. And number two, he wants control over the play calls. To me, it's over for Tom Brady in New England. He can have control over the play calls in New England. I think that would have been fine. But Tom Brady's not going to get control over the roster. Bill Belichick, I believe, does not want to give up control in New England to anybody, including Tom Brady, the quarterback. Adam Schefter just reported that Belichick and Brady don't hate each other, that they just both kind of want a new challenge, which makes complete sense to me. They've been there, done that. I think things have just gotten stale. We'll call it creative differences. They want to move on in a new direction and do it their own way and not have to deal with each other anymore. I think it makes sense. I really don't believe that they massively hate each other. I think just that, Belichick wants to prove he can do it without Brady, and Brady wants to prove that he can do it without Belichick, and their careers are both coming to an end, and I think they're ready for a new challenge. It makes total sense to me. Now, I believe the reason why the Patriots offered Tom Brady the contract they offered him was that, number one, they can always say, hey, Brady left, even though we did offer him a contract, he just didn't want to accept it, didn't want to take a hometown discount. And, even in court, not really in court, but in the court of, sports remembrance, you can say, well, hey, the Patriots tried to give Tom Brady a team-friendly deal. He didn't want to take less money. That's on Tom Brady. They'll always be able to make that argument. But number two, if Tom Brady had accepted what the Patriots offered, they would have had a cheap option at quarterback next year. I think that's what the Patriots are looking for. I think that what's most likely for the Patriots in 2020 is that they're going to sign some kind of quarterback in free agency or make a trade for a quarterback, whether that's Andy Dalton, Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston, Phillip Rivers. I mean, I would love to see Jameis Winston in a Patriots uniform. How insane would that be? But I think something like that's going to happen for the Patriots next year in New England. Now, Brady's desires make a lot of sense to me. Notice in the two things Brady talked about that he wants, finances did not come up. Tom Brady doesn't care about money. He wants to win. And he wants to win. And I mean, he really, I think, believes that in order to win, he needs things to be his way. And he's like, look, I'm going into my last 2 years of my deal. I am not going to be in a situation like I was in New England. I want control. I want to be on a good roster where I don't want receivers I like and believe in to get traded away or not given enough money. And so the fact that Brady wants control over the roster makes total sense. He's had control over play calling for a long, long time. That's not a new thing at all. So Tom Brady's desires make complete sense. I think it just goes back to there's no way I see Tom Brady ending up with the Patriots in 2020. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it's likely Tampa Bay, maybe the Raiders, maybe the Colts. But the number one thing I do not see happening for Tom Brady, I would be shocked, and it'll be really fun. If he does go back to the Patriots, we can all talk about how, oh my gosh, can you believe it? But I just don't see a possibility where Tom Brady plays for the New England Patriots next season. I just don't think it's going to happen. In case you don't know, Strong Opinion Sports is not just a YouTube channel. It is also a full audio podcast. You can find it on Spotify, on iTunes, on Google Play, pretty much everywhere you find podcasts. And if you like podcasts, please do me a huge favor and give it a listen.